And there is Eddie Hearn's opinion about Oleksandr Usyk. Of course, he's an all-time great. He's been in people's backyard. He's beaten everyone. He's unified 2 divisions. He is considered an all-time great in the eyes of Eddie Hearn. And let me counterpunch. I think that Eddie's right, but I'm telling you and explain why Eddie believes that. Eddie believes that because everybody he put in front of Usyk, Usyk's beaten. You know, I think Usyk is a guy that deserves to be an all-time great because he doesn't look at himself as an all-time great. On top of the fact, he's still fighting, okay? He is still fighting. He's like one of those guys that wants to show how good he is. And I think because of that, that's what makes him an all-time great. Pound for pound, number 1 or number 2, sure, I can live with that. All-time great is what you've done overall. You know, because let's say if he starts losing, right? For the people that think he's an all-time great and he loses the next fight and he loses the next fight and then he loses the next one, what people will say? They won't say he's an all-time great no more, will they? No, they won't. Okay, that's how people are. Okay? People will turn their back on you just because you've taken a loss due to the era that we got out of versus what the era that we got out of gave birth to in this era, right? And I think we should give Oleksandr Usyk his flowers. He's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. I think if anybody in this generation, you know, besides Terrence Crawford, has any time or chance to be labeled an all-time great, I think it is him. You know, I think Oleksandr Usyk is a guy that still wants to show that he's still great and someone that's thriving to do so and actually does it is an all-time great. But you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn surprisingly believing that Oleksandr Usyk is an all-time great fighter. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!